Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Christmas time, there's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in light and we banish it. And in our world of plenty, we can spread a smile of joy. Throw your arms around the world at Christmas time. Yes, it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. For one night. Thank God it's Christmas. Yeah. Thank God it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. Can it be Christmas? Let it be Christmas every day. Oh, my love, healeth in troubled days. Oh, my friend, we have the strangest ways. Oh, my friends, on this one day of days, thank God it's Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. For one day. Thank God it's Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. Whoa.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Let's get back to more of the New Age Insiders. Here's Jason Maltov, Liam Stryker, and Bill Neville.
Dun, 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 hee-haw, hee-haw, it's Dominic the Donkey. So before we start on the Christmas stuff, did you guys hear about the new thing that Buffalo Wild Wings is going to be pumping out?
You're going to try to make good food?
No, maybe. We'll see. But they're going to be starting to have MVP rooms, which will...
MVP Sports.
Yeah.
MTVP.
Yeah.
I said MTV.
Yeah.
MTVP Sports.
No, so the idea is that they're going to be basically like a man cave. And so you'll be able to have like a man cave, and there'll be like couches, and you'll be able to hang out, and there'll be self-pour beer taps and stuff like that. And there'll be like PlayStations and stuff, and you just hooked up to the TV, so you can like just come and hang out and bro out.
All I asked for was good chicken.
Yeah.
The garlic Parmesan wings suck.
Yeah,
don't
the
get
spicy garlic's good,
I mean,
though.
by all means, please sponsor us, Buffalo Wild Wings, and I won't say these things in the future. But they're
I'm sure no one from
Lousy.
Buffalo Wild Wings is a Patreon,
They're
so it's
so-
okay
yeah.
to say it
so
here.
shitty. Like,
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not the best. But I found
I
that
guess
to be-
it's just like, and I mean, that's a cool idea in theory.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sorry, I'll say it. You gotta be a little bit of a douchebag to go like bring your friends and go like hang out for the day at a Buffalo Wild Wings with PlayStations, don't you?
Yeah.
Right? Just get a fucking PlayStation.
It's got to be affordable too.
Yeah.
Right.
Just get a
It
fucking
can't be like
Play-
$1,000 for the night or something
Yeah,
like
just
that.
get a
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Right.
Because I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, dude, you got a VIP bottle service room at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right. Yep.
You weirdo.
Yeah. Right?
That's just like you ever watch Parks and Rec? Remember when like was it
John Ralphio.
Yeah, and Prestige Worldwide, was that what it was? Or
That
Entertainment
was Step
720. Entertainment 720. That's what it was. And they just like rented this house, like warehouse, and had a party. And it's like, yeah, they had like VIP rooms and stuff because it was like a club.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting a VIP room at like
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah. It's pretty fun, right?
It's like, yeah, I got a reservation at Chili's. They know. They know.
reservation.
Chili's, on the other hand, has
Kinda know.
delicious
Kinda know
food.
coming. Chili's is good. They like Chili's. I like Chili's more than Applebee's.
Yes,
And they're
for sure.
Living in the same world.
For sure.
It's almost Christmas, and this is the last show that we'll do before it is Christmas. Right? No,
That's correct, yep.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Sounds
Christmas
right.
is next Tuesday.
So we can.
Yes.
This is what we do. Is we sort of also, Bill. Can you do me a favor? Can you send a link to the YouTube so I can see the people?
Oh, yeah, to you guys.
play
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that either.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
I
the
was just gonna be
logo.
like, this is gonna be interactive, and we'll talk to you. I'm like, nah, I can't.
I can't. Fuck it.
Whatever.
Hey, also, great job for all the people that signed up on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, for twitch.tv/New Age Insider TV. I'm telling you, even if you don't use it, just give it to us. It costs you nothing. And Amazon loses money, which it's about time. All right? Twitch.tv/New Age Insider TV. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a free Twitch Prime subscription. It will cost you nothing, and it will mean everything to us. But it's almost Christmas, so we're going to talk about Christmas.
Yeah.
How cool that is. And what our favorite Christmas things is.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Sure. I'll start with one of my favorite Christmas things has to be the Muppet Family Christmas.
Okay.
It was a television spectacular. I talk about it all the time.
Yeah. Why is that your favorite thing?
It's my favorite because it's the Muppets. And the Muppets in their heyday. So, like, actual Jim Henson is, like, producing this bad boy. So you know it's good Muppets. And then all of the Muppets creations are coming. So there's an appearance by Sesame Street as well as the Fraggles.
Oh, I do like the Fraggles. I don't remember a thing about the Fraggles other than the show. Like, I remember, like, other than the show, other than the
Fraggle
dog.
Rock.
Like,
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock. I remember there was a real guy
And his dog was a Muppet.
and a Muppet dog.
Yeah.
And
So
then they
that's the
lived in
plot.
wall.
So that's the plot of the thing is that they're going to Fozzie Bear's mom's house to celebrate Christmas and surprise her, but she's rented out her place to that guy and his Muppet dog.
Okay, because the Fraggles lived in the wall.
Right.
With his, like, shop.
Yeah.
something.
Like underground kind of.
Yeah, well, then it was like a mouse hole.
Yeah.
So, like, if I remember, it was like his shop, not his house.
Yeah, it was in his backyard because it was in like a stone wall.
The Fraggles?
The Fraggles hole was in like a stone wall. It wasn't like in his house.
Yeah, no, I think it was like a shop
Yeah.
that he went into. Like
Yeah,
that's
like
where
a
he
shed.
like where he worked
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, he had like a workshop
Because
in
they
the
would show
backyard.
because the dog would like go in there and be like, "There's something in there," and he's like, "You're a dumb Muppet dog." No, there definitely aren't Fraggles in the wall,
Yeah.
and there were
Right.
Fraggles in the wall. My favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone. Because Home Alone is just a delight. It was made in the year 1990, so it's just a great way to kick off that decade.
I haven't watched it, but did you watch that new trailer?
It's
No,
awesome.
No, but
It's not a trailer. It's a commercial.
Oh, I haven't seen the commercial.
Yeah, it was for Google Home.
yeah, Macaulay Culkin has done lost his mind, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Did a lot of heroin.
This was really well done,
He's
though.
lucky to be alive.
The Boston Pops every year, or at least the last 4 or 5 years, have done a Home Alone live. Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, I have actually.
I went to that a couple years ago. It was a really cool experience. Basically, you are in Symphony Hall, and there's a giant screen up above the Boston Pops and it plays the movie, but it's like a specially made version of the movie that has no music or no orchestral music in it.
Yeah.
And it plays, and then they play all the orchestral music live,
That's awesome.
which is really cool.
That is very, very cool. That's John Williams, yeah.
He doesn't. He wrote the stuff for the movie, but
that's
he's
where
not
I'm
there.
going. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's still terrific. I
Yeah.
love Home Alone because I just think it's just a delight. It's one of my early movies I can remember. I was only
Yeah.
4, but I do remember it. And I always just enjoyed that movie a lot, and it makes me feel Christmassy. And it's like Home Alone's one of those movies where I would just much like how I would much rather listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, if at all, in the summer. Like Sublime is the summer band. I'm not going to listen to Sublime in the fall. I just don't have
Yeah,
it in me.
okay.
Sublime is a summer band, and
You
Home
shouldn't
Alone is
listen to him at all. But yeah, okay.
Sublime.
I don't like. Yeah.
Sublime is way better than the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I don't like the Red Hot Chili Peppers either.
Yeah, it's not even the original lineup. But why? But yeah,
That guy from Party Down.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Party Down was awesome.
Party Down was awesome.
It was a Stars thing, right?
What's Party
Yeah.
Down?
So Party Down was the guy from Parks and Rec,
It's Ben Wyatt.
Ben Wyatt.
okay.
And so he is a part of a catering company and they're like all actors and they work at a catering company in Hollywood.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's really good. It was
very
only like
fun.
2 seasons.
Yeah,
but it was
because
good.
everybody got famous,
Right.
And they couldn't do the third season.
John says that the Muppet Christmas Carol is his favorite also. I love the Muppets.
So there are
No
two
problem
things.
there.
There are 2 things coming up with the Muppet Christmas Carol. You should watch it. That's coming up on that movie show. Bill Neville was not there when we did that
this
show
Monday.
this Monday, and it's a absolute train wreck.
Yeah, something tells me you'll be able to tell.
Shocker.
It was
I
an
wasn't
ab-
there. Absolute train.
It was an absolute train
You
wreck.
tied him to the chair.
We had lost our minds.
When Daddy's away, the kids shall play.
Yeah, we had lost our minds
Tried
at
our
that point. That was our third show that day, and we just had lost our minds. But
I have a technical degree, and there are some times where I'm just like, help! You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
no.
It was more from a mental standpoint than it was a technical one. Just listen to the show; it's nonsense. But then we did the live watch along, and Bill, we got to get that to you. But we did the live watch along for Santa with Muscles,
Oh,
Oy.
okay.
starring one Terry Hulk Bollea, or no, what this one he was credited as Terry Hulk Hogan.
So just only the Hogan was in quotes? Hulk is his real name, but the Hogan part's the word.
It was Terry Hulk in quotes Hogan, like Hogan was.
I
his
would
real
love
name.
to believe that his real name is Terry Hulk Balea. And they just Hogan's the work part of it.
Yeah, we were looking at a bunch of different nonsense for like how they credited Hulk Hogan, and because it was Hulk Hogan, or it was Terry Hulk Hogan, or it was
It's
Terry.
it's so much more convoluted than Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Terry the Hulk Hogan. Like you can't do that. Like Terry Hulk Hogan Balea.
yeah,
That's just dumber.
it is dumber.
You know what I mean? Like,
It is way dumber.
You just gotta go full on Ultimate Warrior and just be like, Court, I'd like that to just be my name.
I am Hulk Hogan.
Right. I am Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
I heard, and it was wrong. I heard they did change their name to Hogan. I had heard.
yeah.
It's like
I think that's he changed his
That's
last
not
name.
surprising.
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't be if he's Terry Hogan.
which sounds like his wife. Hi, this is Hulk and Terry Hogan. You know what I mean? It sounds like he's introducing the missus.
Yeah.
Terry Hogan.
Terry Hogan.
Terry Hogan is definitely like the U.S. women's volleyball coach.
Yeah,
you know
Terry Hogan.
Terry Hogan.
Yeah.
I'm an all business lesbian.
I've been the volleyball coach at Notre Dame.
Yeah, right.
For 3 decades now. I'm Terry with an I.
I won the Miss Fingerly Wet Award.
Wow.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Lesbian jokes are fun. All right,
Bill?
Bill, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie is definitely Elf.
Okay.
By far.
Nothing wrong with that one.
It's like the quintessential Christmas movie for me. I hate A Christmas Story. I can't stand that movie.
I think it is like unreal overrated. The people
Oh,
are like,
God,
yeah,
yeah.
we need to play it all fucking day. It's
24
like, are you
hours on
for
TBS.
Real? Like,
stupid.
can you imagine if they just played your favorite Christmas song 24 hours a day?
Stupid.
Where it's like, that's all we're doing. We're just gonna play All I Want for
See,
Christmas.
but you know
Is
what? My sister, she falls into the hype. She like buys into it. Like
My brother-in-law does.
she's like, I gotta watch a Christmas story over and over.
I guarantee you that what I'm doing for Christmas is the house that I'm going over to spend time with
Yeah.
family on Christmas Day. I guarantee that movie's on the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, Jesus Christ. Is there even a football game I don't care about?
Yeah.
Is there something we can put
Basketball?
on? There's something we can put on. Right.
For us, it's usually like the Disney Christmas parade we put on
I
TV.
love that.
And then it ends at like noontime. Then we switch over to TBS and put on A Christmas Story. Don't pay attention to it at all. And then like 4 o'clock rolls around. It's like, oh, I was just watching that scene 2 hours ago.
I wish I liked my family enough to be able to put up with that. But I'm just like, I just go there and like, all right, I should stay for 3 hours, and the clock starts the second I hit the doorbell. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like I'm
right.
gonna stay for 3 hours and then just get
Get outta here.
And I love having a cat so much because I'm like, I gotta go feed the cat, and it's like, yeah, that's.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta
know,
feed the
I
cat.
gotta feed the cat, or she'll explode or something weird and like cattish. And Triple H guy is right. Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis, and Terry Bollea doesn't.
Yeah, he
What about
doesn't.
Terry Hogan?
About 5.5.
Terry Hogan's a definite forearm size.
Solid tuna can down there.
Terry Hogan.
Terry Hogan.
A tuna can.
Notre Dame women's
tuna-
volleyball
A little
coach.
chode.
A tuna can?
Yeah.
It's
Terry
like
Chogan.
worst case
Terry
scenario.
Hogan.
A tuna can where it's like, look, I'm not gonna hit the bottom of this well, but I'm gonna scrape the sides.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna open you up in different ways.
I'm gonna stretch you like Stu Hart in the dungeon.
Well, that sounds like euphemism anyway.
What's the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
The best Christmas gift I ever got. One of the ones I just remember waking up Christmas morning once, and all of the flip head Power Rangers were there, all 6 of them.
Yep.
And that was awesome. I remember that being probably one of the best gifts. That or when I got my PlayStation 2.
Yep. Mine is also Power Rangers related. It's definitely getting either the Dragon Zord or the White Tiger Zord. I'm pretty sure those were back-to-back Christmases. And they were unbelievably hard to get.
Yeah.
And I did get one like Christmas Day kind
Yeah.
of thing with the Dragon Zord, which I just flipped my lid over. And
Your,
then
your dad fought a mailman to get one.
like my parents,
Yes.
my
Two of
parents,
them, man.
my parents called it KB Toys in Germany,
Oh wow.
and it was like one of those like actual like blessing kind of things.
Cost him
because-
like $40 to make the phone call.
But if you want to talk about like God and karma real quick, that year my dad and I just I don't know if it was my idea, his idea, I don't know what it is, but we decided that year that we were going to raise a bunch of money for the church. Like that's what we were going to do that year, right?
Yeah, okay.
And so like I would go around and like to collections, like I would like ask my like grandparents for scratch tickets, and if I won anything, it all went into this pot, right? And we gave it to the church, and we were like, buy a kid a bike or buy a couple of kids something, and I'm like,
Yeah, right.
7 years old or something like that. And then like a week or so later, it must have been just because of when I gave them the money, like KB Toys, because my parents had called, like literally they called Germany looking for this Dragon Zord and just couldn't find it. And somebody called my folks and were like, somebody just canceled their layaway. I have one Dragon Zord. If you can come get it today, you can have it. And
That's amazing.
That's pretty good.
you know what I mean? It's
That's
like
pretty good.
That's a
some
badass
some things are meant to be.
Yeah.
And then I remember the next year, like Christmas was done, like we had opened everything and it was
Right.
all good. And then my parents, just because it was still a Santa Claus year, and they just go, "What's behind the TV?"
Yeah.
And I go, "What's behind the TV?" And it's White Tiger Sword, and it was just like, because like I had mentally.
Were you Triple H guy when you were
Oh
13?
my god! Are you gonna tell me that White Tiger Sword is right there? That's where I get to go pick up Tommy's newest wine. And shout out to Triple H guy, by the way. We love you.
We love
and,
you,
we
Steve.
really hope your dad is doing
Yeah.
well. We
Yeah.
really do. Big shout out to Steven and his dad. But yeah, because I like kind of like made peace with like Christmas was done.
It was over.
and
yeah.
then it was just like,
And
it's
by the
right
way-
back. Or
But wait, there's more.
I also wasn't super far away from Nintendo 64,
Yeah.
YouTube kid reaction
Yeah.
level when I
Yeah.
got my Nintendo.
that
64.
was mine, or the you know those Power Wheels things you could drive.
Oh, you had a Go-Go Power
I had
Wheels?
a Bigfoot one.
That's cool.
damn, I never
So
had
it was
one of
either
those.
that or the Nintendo 64 for me.
Oh, Nintendo 64 was like the jam.
Yep.
Because I remember like it was like one of those things where you like played it at like a Circuit City or like a Lechmere or something
Yep.
before it came out. It's like the graphics were awful, but it's like I can move Mario wherever I want. Because you got to think, you youngsters, we came from a world before that where Mario's
Left to
choices were
right.
left or right or up.
Or up.
And if you went down, you probably died.
Yeah. My dad had a similar situation with the with Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of
Oh, I
Time.
love that game.
And yeah,
Still
it was,
a good game.
It's still a good game.
That is
And
still
that was a good one. One of the best like Christmas Eve kind of like memories that we had was we were all hanging out in my parents' room, and then all of a sudden we heard like a rustling outside, and Santa Claus had come into our house, and he was like putting presents under the tree.
Okay.
And so there was like awesome. There was like a bunch of pictures that we took with Santa Claus as he was like putting pictures on stuff under the tree, and
That's very cool.
and then he went away. And that was like that's the type of thing that when you get older, you look back on and you're like, yeah, my parents fucking crushed it.
Yeah, what an awesome extra mile. Kind
like
of thing.
that is one hell of an extra mile thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, when I started, like, getting wind of, like, the real deal on Santa. And then I remember being like, hey, can I just sleep in the living room tonight? And they're like, no, that's not how it works. And I'm like, I'll pretend I'm asleep. I just want to see Santa, and I'll keep my eyes closed. He won't even know. And they're like, no.
Go to
that's-
bed, or we're gonna kill
Right,
you.
they're like, no. And I was just like, I got my eye on you. You know what I mean? But if
right.
you keep making with the Megazords, I guess I'll let it slide, see? I was in the mob in the 50s when I was 8.
Yeah, that makes sense. Checks out.
His name was Muggsy. Yeah. All right, Mars and Paws, I don't trust you, see? But I'll do what you say, see? Because you come with the goods. But if the goods stop flowing, the bullets start going.
Just don't call them bugs.
Right? You filthy animal, and I blow them away like the Home Alone scene.
We
which
got to
is a
go back.
terrific movie.
We got when we go to WrestleMania in Orlando again.
Yeah.
Do we go to Capone's?
Yep.
Oh, I don't
Maybe,
want to.
if they'll have us.
Yeah, we can't bring Chip though.
Well, no. The thing is, we'll just have TK not make the reservation, and we'll be okay.
Yeah.
That's true. We'll get in faster and be able to eat more. They had a freaking buffet that closed 10 minutes after we got in there.
Yeah, that show. Well,
That was
bad.
that was the worst part. They're like, all right, everybody, all the drinks and all the food you can have. It's like, great. And they're like, for 20 minutes. And
Well,
it's
the
like,
drinks kept flowing, but the food stopped, and I
Right.
was hungry.
that was the thing too. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, because you're getting drunker. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
and I
So
just
it's like,
want more food.
well, I should have just like looking back if I known, I was like, I'm just gonna go 4 straight times and have
Yeah.
4 plates of food.
Right.
And chill. You
Yeah,
know what I
right.
mean?
And then
and I
we'll be good.
waited to eat.
My
most of the
chocolate
day.
cake definitely won't wind up on the ceiling. That won't happen. So I'll save that.
Yeah.
There's no chance. Why would we even talk about it being on the ceiling? It's impossible.
Yeah, there's no
that it'll
way.
wind up there. There's
There's
no
no
way
way.
that Chip will flip through a table and have chocolate cake land on the ceiling, as we are no longer welcome at Capone's. Meanwhile, me and Biff walk in fucking stoned to the bone.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then just like everyone looks at us like, we know you killed that prostitute. And it's like, no, we didn't. What happened? Is she even dead? Oh no. You know what I mean? Like, I'll
right.
never forget that. Like going out to smoke a joint with Biff during the
Yeah.
the madness, and then just coming in and every single person in that restaurant being like,
Oh, they.
you people. Be
they
like,
hated us.
are you? Oh man, I'm sorry. Do you hate?
Yeah.
Do you hate weed?
And then meanwhile, half the party leaves, and me and Jamie are just breaking this thing down analytically from a show
yeah,
theater.
you're trying to like break down the storyline and see where this thing's going.
Yeah. Well,
This
I
is the
know
worst
where
live production I've ever been at.
I know where it's going. I just got to get there at this point.
This is the worst live production I've ever been at.
Yeah.
And I saw Sir Kelsey Grammer try to do Hamlet in Boston once.
Oh, geez.
No.
was
you
not
went.
Charlie Sheen.
You
It
went
was
to
not great.
Charlie Sheen's live stage show.
That probably is a better example than Sir Kelsey Grammer doing Hamlet in Boston.
Yeah.
Is he a knight?
Probably not. He's
Oh,
American.
I was going to say.
Yeah, he's American.
Sir Kelsey
I
Grammer.
would just like to think that if America had knights,
He'd be one of
we'd
them.
start there because he sounds like one.
The buffet would be tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
It's scrambled egg. Great Frasier jokes.
Yeah.
That's why you turn into the New Age Insiders to keep it fresh.
Yeah, who?
Cheers spinoff.
Yeah, 'cause
Niall
Maddie-
should be a knight.
Maddie said he'll come to Orlando. I would love it if Maddie came to Orlando again because Maddie, the last time I talked to him, he said he was not going to Mania in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I don't blame you, buddy.
I wouldn't
It's
either.
two things. One, it's probably not going to be
New York sucks.
the
Fun?
most awesome card. Although we are shaking shit up, and he also was talking about like going to New York in March is not
No,
the ideal.
go to New York
time
in the
to
middle
go.
of the summer if you're going to go.
No.
or the spring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something where it's not
One or
quite-
the other.
It was not super duper hot, but yeah, and it sucks because like and yeah, Matt went on a date with Maddie and McCool went on a date.
I'm still convinced.
You
I'm
guys went
still
on a date at
convinced.
Epcot?
You guys went on a date while we were doing that thing.
Which is fine. I can go nuts.
That is the rumor going around. That you
love-
two banged.
I
while
love
we-
I love both of you. So
Well, yeah, you two just boned while we were all back in our suite.
I love
just
both of you.
partying. Which the
whatever you gotta get done.
The worst part about that evening, like the Capone stuff is the Capone stuff, but we're partying because we're like a bunch of people in their mid to late 20s, early 30s, and
20s at the time.
yeah, and so we're in our late
Come back to me.
and so all of a sudden just it got real where a guy just knocks on the door and goes, "Hey, we have kids sleeping over here." I was like, "Oh fuck, we're at Disney World, huh?" Yeah, there's probably like a bunch of sleeping children.
That
around
did
us.
happen. Yeah, where we were like in a room, like, and it was just like, "Hey, this is Disney World," and it's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, we should
yeah.
probably keep this
we're
down.
all drunk and stoned, just coming off the high that is the Magic Kingdom and the weed I brought on the plane."
Yeah.
That was my favorite part. Is that I show up and I unpack and I'm like, "Okay, great. Here's my hash oil and here's my weed." And people are like, "How did you do that?" I'm like, "I brought it."
Yeah, right.
And they're like, "How?" I'm like, "In the bag." You know what I mean? They're looking for bombs. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like they're looking.
they stop Bill, they stop me, and they just go, "All right, this way, you."
Right when I went to Chicago, I it was so easy. So like I got this hash oil pen thing right here, right, and this part screws off. And this is if you're listening and not watching, which you should be, this is a visual thing, but this is the part that screws off, right? And this is the actual hash oil. And so what I did for Chicago was I took a cologne sample, which have those little
Yeah.
spritzy cologne samples, and they come in those little packages. They're like Giorgio Armani.
Yeah.
And I took the sample out of the box, slid this in where the sample would be. It looks just like it. Then you bring this with like your toiletries because it just looks like an electronic toothbrush. They don't care it's in with your razor and stuff. It's just whatever.
Yeah,
So
right.
elaborate.
It's supposed to be in there. And then you put your weed in the back pocket of a pair of thick jeans at the bottom of a pile of all your sweatshirts. And you know what you do? You go about your day.
Yeah, right. The funniest thing is that with that mentality, somebody in TSA will be like, "Oh, you know what? I want to steal that cologne."
Yeah,
and they
right.
get super disappointed.
Yeah, or thrilled,
Yeah.
depending on their lifestyle choices. It's
Just spray
worth
the cologne in their mouth.
It's worth more than the cologne. Yeah, can you imagine just opening this up and being like, this cologne tastes like banana bread. And I'm high. John has never smoked weed. I mean, if you're, depending on what phase of life's game you're in, don't start now. But, you know what I mean? But like, I do partake, and I do
Yeah,
recommend it
look,
for
do you need
general
a-
aches and pains and anxiety.
Do you need a real good night's sleep?
Oh my God. There is no sleep in the world like waking up at like, let's say 7:30 on a Saturday morning and be like, I don't have to do anything today.
Yeah.
So you just smoke like a joint and then you sleep till 12 and you wake up and you don't know what year it is. You slept so well.
Well, that was like that time, and it was funny because you actually ended up getting the second part of this. There was a cookie that a friend of mine gave me, and I ate a
And now there's
quarter of
even
it,
more
and I'm
ways
like,
to
this
take
thing isn't
part in
working at all. So I ate
Just
the
head
other
to
patreon.com
patreon.com today.
and then
Everyone is loving their rewards
I
and
was
new
able
exclusive
to
content is
see
coming
time
all
and
the time.
space.
And with plans starting as low as
And
$2 a month,
slept
any support
in
is
all of
appreciated.
it.
It goes a long
And
way
it was
towards
like-
enhancing the
the
New
worst
Age
part
Insiders
about it
experience.
was I had like
Once again,
drank
visit
enough so that I'd like like woken
Search
up.
New
and
Age
like, oh
Insiders
fuck, I'm still
and take
drunk,
advantage
which
of
is
the new
already
rewards
terrible.
today.
This was the first time I ever woke up and I was still high.
Oh, sure.
And I was like, this is the worst thing ever. Because much like when you wake up
And now,
drunk,
This is good old
you're
JR
still
Jim Ross,
you're
WWE Hall of Famer,
cognitively
and you're listening
all
to the
there,
New
and you're
Age
just physically
Insiders.
not able
This
to function.
is the New
And
Age
that's how it was when I
Insiders
was
Wrestling
stoned
Show.
off my
Hey,
ass.
this is Cody
I am
Rhodes, the
so aware of
Prince
what's happening
Pro
right now.
Wrestling,
But my
and you are
arms
listening
are
to
just
New Age
moving.
Insiders.
With your host,
Yes, I
Jason
have a story about that,
Malta.
too. Brandon, really quick, have you ever had an
to
old fashioned?
enjoy.
I had an
If
old
you're
fashioned in
enjoying
Chicago.
it.
Just made a
Liam
rocket.
Stryker.
If I told you once,
Could have put
I
that in
told
a
you 1,000
lawnmower.
times.
I passed out for 4 hours.
That one drink, the strongest drink in my life,
Unpredictability is
and
the
I'm a
answer.
drinker.
When wrestling's
And
unpredictable, it's
I'm
at
not
its
even
best.
kidding. You could
This
put
is
that in a
Warbeard
snowblower
Hansen.
and
This
take
is
care of
Johnny
it.
Mundo.
Yeah,
That was
I've
fuel.
never experienced. So I was fuel.
This
I
is
was
Mean
definitely
Gene
dying at that
Okerlund.
point. The
This is
funniest
Zack
part was I was like,
Ryder.
guys,
This is
I'm gonna go down to the
I'm Bill
weigh-in.
Goldberg, and the
And
New
so you
Age
two were still
Insiders
passed
are
out, couldn't make it
next.
to the weigh-in. I ended up getting to the weigh-in, and they were like letting in certain other people first. And I was like, no, fuck this. I am media. And I fucking just opened a
Yep.
door and just walked
Dude,
in.
I walked basically everywhere but into Cody's like private bathroom, just waving that badge around, being like, "I'm important. I'm important. Let me into the thing. I'm important. I must meet Nick and Matt. I cut the line. I am important." I really did that.
Oh
I just gotta use that for everything. You talk about that story. One time, as my drug adventures of my 20s, my friends and I went to New York City. This is like 2009-ish, I'll say, because it's definitely college. It was with my college buddies. And we all went to a Pink Floyd cover band and took mushrooms.
Purple Floyd?
I don't remember what they were called. I think they were called The Machine. And
The Wall.
I think they were called The Machine, I think. And anyway, we went there, and it was fun. It was lasers, and they were a cover band. They were good. And we took mushrooms first, because those are the kind of choices I used to make. And we went, after the show, we got into the subway, and it must have been something about the pressure, and I can't think of any other the extenuating circumstances. I don't know if it's the noise and the lights, but it must have been the pressure, because all of us had the same experience. All of us were like getting a little nervous, because it felt like our legs, our feet, and our hands weighed like 50 pounds. So we're these 4 or 5 assholes in the New York subway at midnight, like taking these big, lumbering, like there's lead in our boots, steps through the subway, and like nervous about the weight of our hands and stuff like that. And I'll never forget that, because it was the only time I had like a really bad mushroom experience where I was just like, I was having a ton of fun, and now all of a sudden it's like, am I made of lead? Are we in trouble here? And everybody's like, I don't know. And it's like, I'm in New York. You know what I mean? So I don't even know who to call to help me right now. I don't know where to go.
Yeah, right.
And so it's just, oh God, people are bringing up Witch Rot. Like, don't bring up Witch Rot. I still miss them with all of my heart and my soul.
Maddie asked for
Not ready.
the original Molotov in the Morning intro. You want to hear that?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
I do.
You sure?
I want to hear Witch Rot. I miss
Who the
Witch-
fuck is Witch Rod?
Witch Rot is a band that recently broke up because that asshole guitarist was banging the lead singer's girlfriend of 7 years. Also, their drummer died.
Who the fuck is Witch Rod?
So why not? You haven't seen this? No. I'll send it to you. It's let me try to find it and send it to you. It is there was just this unbelievably incredible Facebook post about a band announcing that they were breaking up, and it literally I'll try to find it, but the post says unfortunately Witch Rot, which is in all caps, Witch Rot is going to be something like Witch Rot's going to be
Mouse
disbanding. Yeah, is going to be disbanding because my asshole guitarist was banging my girlfriend of 7 years. Also, the drummer died. I'll find it.
Well, so where the hell did this come from? Is this a Hardest Time article?
The internet.
Here, let him find it. I got some filler music.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't like this. Hey. Oh, God damn it. I hate this.
Wake up! There's big news.
No, it's
We
not.
have wrestling to talk
You're
about.
an asshole. I wouldn't listen to that guy's show. Okay, so here's the official announcement. I did send it to the Facebook. Ready?
Okay.
Quote from the Witch Rot Facebook page.
Is it verified?
Quote, I wish I had that little check. Quote, due to the unfortunate reality of our guitarist fucking my girlfriend of almost 7 years, all caps, Witch Rot will be taking an extended hiatus. I, however, will continue the band in another space and time. Being ripe with hate, the music is slowly flowing, and without a doubt will become the most devastating, torturous music I have ever created. Thanks for the support. Stay heavy. Peter. Also, our drummer died.
Fucking witch rot.
Well, I mean, man, how do you bang the girlfriend, man? They were just about to make it huge.
Yeah, right. Well, that was like
Derailed the train. The witch rot train.
that was like when I saw. I was watching earlier today about a band that was like, I don't want to be it was a Hardest Time article, which is kind of like The Onion. And it was like, we don't want to be the first band on this like set list, and your band's more popular, so you should go first.
Yeah.
And it was similar to that. So now I'm going to look up Witch Rot on Twitter.
I miss Witch Rot already. I miss Witch Rot. And Ruffles Von Kluckles did make an appearance
I'm gonna find some witch rot tunes.
on the worst intro of ever of all time.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Oh,
So as we get ready to sign off,
In a shocking development, there's no witch rot on Spotify.
what? Did they take them down out of devastation
Well, I'm gonna look on YouTube.
for Witch Rot?
Yeah.
Okay. All caps, Bill. It's important.
Yeah,
It matters.
it does.
It matters.
I can't find them on Twitter though.
Well, let me see if maybe they took down their Facebook page because they are dead.
Yeah, because they're dead.
Because the drummer died.
Also, the drummer
There we
died.
go.
Has to be
There we
the
go.
best part.
Is this Witch Rot?
This is witch rot.
Like, I don't know, but
It's quite the album cover too. It's like a green hand holding an apple.
Weird development.
it's a rotting witch.
Weird development from a July 5th, 2018 performance. It looks like the lead singer is a girl.
98. Oh wow! So that's a lot of drama at Witch Rot then. 9,853 people like their Facebook page. Witch Rot Droid Mount Cyanide drops Friday, December 28th.
Wow.
Presumably of this year.
I'm really into this.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Their latest post was from the 11th. For those about to rot, tickets are only $9.50 on Eventbrite for Witch Rot Droid Mount Cyanide and Whip Kisser. That's quite the lineup.
Yeah, especially Whip Kisser.
Witch Rot Droid Mount Cyanide
Whip
and
Kisser.
Whip Kisser.
Whip
Kids seats are still just $5.
You think your whips hurt me?
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon Banks, for the extended hiatus.
Yeah, terrific.
Uh,
Shout out to the WPA. Yeah,
God.
Witch Rot is just full of. Their Facebook page is real though. They think they're real.
they think
They're also on tour with Cognitive, Monotheist, Machinist, Musket Hawk, Witch Rot, of course, Luger, Medved, and Max Power with 2 X's.
Okay. All right.
This is going to be rocking.
Yeah.
So that's the story of Witch Rot. All right.
Yep. I think it's.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Happy New Year. Well, we'll see it before the New Year. Thank you for being Patreons. Thank you for in advance for subscribing to twitch.tv/New Age Insiders TV. Justin goes, are we submitting questions tonight? No. That's Be Heard. We'll do it
Get him right,
differently.
Justin.
I don't know. Tonight was just sort of
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. For you, Justin, do you have one right now?
Justin's so handsome. That question was also from a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, if you have one right now.
You know, there's like a delay. Whatever. That's what Be Heard is for. Save it for Be Heard.
Yeah.
No way you don't come to us and be like, I don't have any more questions. Always have questions.
Always. Come prepared.
We'll let you know.
Look, even if you are already a Patreon and you watch Twitch, twitch.tv/New Age Insiders TV. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, that's super awesome. And yeah, even if you don't, subscribe. You get the commercial-free content. Huge stuff's coming in 2019. And the support goes a long way as we grow our presence on Twitch to be able to get this thing going and growing and become the worldwide sensation that we are on our way to being all together, because we really do love you. Justin goes, now sign up. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Lex Luger got a band. About time. Yeah. R.I.P. to Witch Rot, which seems like they've rebounded.
Yeah. Well, they have one follower on Twitter.
Oh, good. Good.
One follower?
They don't even follow themselves.
Oh, no,
Is
sorry.
it one of our
Sorry.
patrons?
The members of Witch Rot don't follow
Sorry.
themselves.
Sorry, they're only following one person. I looked at that.
they're
and
exclusive, huh?
And it's Joe Rogan. They're only
Oh.
following Joe Rogan. They've
Yeah.
tweeted 27 times.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Thank you. We love you. Twitch.tv/New Age Insiders TV. Check out the shows. You know where to find us. Thank you guys so much for the additional support. If you're having a good time, that extra step of liking, comment, subscribing, stars, and thumbs up, and a quick comment, and going on Twitter and being like, hey, I'm having a good time. You should join us. It goes a long way. And thanks so much. And we'll see you guys next week.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Feliz Navidad.